Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York City. He was the fourth of 5 children in a wealthy family. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer, and his mother, Mary Ann, was an immigrant from Scotland. Donald grew up in a big house, but even as a child, he was known for his energy, confidence, and, some would say, stubbornness. As a teenager, Donald attended the New York Military Academy. This was not because he wanted to be a soldier, but because his parents wanted him to learn discipline. Life there was strict, uniforms, early mornings, and marching drills. But Donald thrived in this environment, becoming a star athlete and a respected leader among his peers. Vocabulary: thrive. To do very well or succeed in a particular environment or situation. Example: plants thrive in sunlight. After graduating, he studied economics at the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. Wharton was, and still is, one of the most prestigious business schools in the United States. Donald didn't just study theory, he already had a vision. He wanted to take his father's business beyond small apartment buildings in Queens and Brooklyn and move into the glamorous skyscrapers of Manhattan. When he joined his father's company in 1971, he renamed it the Trump Organization. Almost immediately, he began taking risks that his father would never have taken. One of his first major projects was the renovation of the Grand Hyatt Hotel near Grand Central Terminal. This was a bold move because New York City's economy was struggling at the time, and many investors were afraid to pour money into large developments. But Donald's gamble paid off, and the hotel became a huge success. Vocabulary: gamble, a risky decision or action where the outcome is uncertain. Example: starting a new business can be a gamble. By the 1980s, Donald Trump had become a symbol of wealth and ambition. He built Trump Tower, a 58-story skyscraper on Fifth Avenue, filled with luxury apartments, offices, and shops. It was not just a building, it was a statement. Golden interiors, marble floors, and an indoor waterfall, everything screamed success. Vocabulary: ambition, a strong desire to achieve something, often requiring hard work and determination. Example: her ambition was to become a doctor. Trump also expanded into casinos, airlines, and even professional sports. His name became a brand. He appeared in magazines, attended glamorous events, and even wrote books about success. But with rapid growth came big risks. By the early 1990s, his empire was in trouble. The US economy slowed down, and his casinos were losing money. He was billions of dollars in debt. This was a turning point. Many people thought he was finished. The newspapers were brutal, calling him a failure. But Trump refused to give up. Vocabulary: restructure, to organize something in a new way to improve it or fix problems. Example: the company had to restructure its management after losing money. In the years that followed, Trump became a television personality. In 2004, he launched the reality show The Apprentice, where contestants competed for a job in his organization. His catchphrase, "You're fired," became famous around the world. The show wasn't just entertainment, it was a way for Trump to rebuild his public image. Vocabulary: catchphrase, a short phrase that becomes closely connected with a person or character. Example: "May the Force be with you," is a catchphrase from Star Wars. What made The Apprentice stand out was Trump's persona: confident, decisive, and unapologetically bold. The show painted him as a tough but fair business leader, and millions of viewers tuned in each week. For over a decade, this TV role kept Trump in the public eye and introduced him to a younger generation who had never heard of his business troubles. Vocabulary: persona, the image or personality someone presents to others, which may be different from their true self. Example: the singer's onstage persona is very different from her private life. But Trump's ambitions didn't stop at business or television. In 2015, he announced that he was running for President of the United States. Many people laughed. They said he had no chance. His campaign style was unconventional. He spoke directly to the public, often without prepared speeches, using simple, direct language. Supporters found this refreshing, critics found it alarming. In 2016, in one of the most surprising elections in U.S. history, Donald Trump defeated Hillary Clinton and became the 45th president. His presidency was marked by bold decisions, intense political debates, and constant media attention. Whether people loved him or hated him, no one ignored him. Vocabulary: unconventional, different from what is usual or expected. Example: she took an unconventional route to success. During his time in office, Trump focused on issues like trade, immigration, and the economy. He faced investigations, protests, and heated criticism, but he also maintained a fiercely loyal base of supporters. His ability to dominate media coverage was unmatched. Every speech, tweet, or comment seemed to make headlines. Vocabulary: dominate, to have control over or be the most important influence in something. Example: the team dominated the competition. After losing the 2020 election to Joe Biden, Trump remained one of the most influential figures in American politics. He faced legal challenges, political controversies, and public criticism. Yet, his supporters continued to see him as a strong leader who spoke for them. Love him or dislike him, Donald Trump's story is one of resilience, the ability to rise after a fall. From a young man in Queens to a billionaire in Manhattan, from reality TV to the White House, his journey shows how ambition, risk-taking, and a refusal to quit can change the course of a life. Vocabulary: resilience, the ability to recover quickly from difficulties or setbacks. Example: her resilience helped her get through tough times. Donald Trump's path was anything but ordinary. And while opinions about him will always be divided, one thing is certain: he made his mark on history. Whether as a businessman, entertainer, or president, he remains one of the most talked about figures of the modern era, a man whose life story is as unpredictable as it is unforgettable. Vocabulary: unpredictable, not able to be known or guessed before it happens. Example: the weather in spring can be unpredictable. And that's the story of Donald Trump, a man whose journey has been filled with ambition, risk, and resilience. Whether you see him as a hero, a businessman, or a controversial figure, his life shows how determination can take you to unexpected places. If you enjoyed learning English through this story, imagine how much more you can learn with the next one. So keep listening, keep discovering new words, and let's explore more fascinating lives together.